All right, so this is X2 low percent. I'm Trogdor.
We got a striker on the right of us. I'm Edo Bean.
Demolix.
Tokyo DC2.
Caleb. I'm good to go whenever.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go, Trog!
We love you, Trogdor.
So X2, arguably the best X speed game, though we're getting an interesting look at a different category here. We talked about X3 a little bit. So if you imagine the beginning of the X3 run that Caleb just did, well, the whole run for Trogdor is basically the beginning of X3. It's low percent, so he's picking up nothing. So we'll see if he can get through it deathless. He promised me he would do some stuff later in the run if he did. So
We'll
fingers
see.
crossed.
Oh, man.
Just like the X3 intro, no RNG.
No RNG and dash boots, so we can go fast.
Yeah.
And so actually, during the X3 run we were talking about the CFO strat. This is actually what it's named after. You'll see he'll release his charge shot from across the screen, then he'll shoot, and he'll continue to charge while that's flying through the screen. It hits him, during iframes, and it's just the quickest way to hit him. And he missed there, actually. I must have jinxed him. Sorry, buddy.
Good job, Dom.
I try my best. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a different category versus what we just saw. A lot of it is just going to be getting through the stages quickly and using the weapons that he has, but he's not going to be getting any upgrades, any armor. So some of the more interesting movement tech from X to any percent, where you have the charge shot goes away, but there's still a lot of interesting things that go on here. So
Yeah. And that's why we go to wire sponge first, so we can get his weapon.
Yep, because you can use his weapon to kind of pull you towards the wall, give you a little bit more movement in certain places.
Yeah. So the stage is still the same, kind of. Just not going to grab the sub-tank and the heart. Other than that, everything's still the same.
Yeah, which is funny because the sub-tank is probably the hardest part of this stage.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tricky jump, but... So right here, there's a little bit of RNG, depending on the weather patterns here, and this is not a good start. I mean, it's only a couple seconds of lost time. You really want this clear...
And sunny in the second.
sun. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Nice little gap jumps,
Nice.
2 of them.
Wanna jump over? There you go.
So basically, with gap jumps, all they are, and I don't know if there's that many in X3. There are some, and you definitely did some. But basically, instead of grabbing the ladder, you kick off the inside of the ladder and just jump through it.
And then the very first boss, reset heavy in the speed run.
So this is what you want to see. You want to see this twice, right? So if he goes up again right here, then Trogdor got really good RNG. It's not bad yet. He's got one more shot. Now he has to... He'll probably wait for it. Nope. So now we're going to get Angry Sponge. This costs time while he sits here and pouts that he's lost, more than 66% of his HP.
He's dancing.
Yeah.
Shooting
What a time waster.
Definitely. There he goes.
But doing the speed run at a high level, you would just reset immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
You wouldn't even deal with it.
They love you, Trogdor.
All right, so now you're going to actually probably see some of the chain movement tech that we have. We can't charge the chain, but we can still shoot it to grab the walls.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he does some of the strats here in the beginning where you'll see him pulling himself to walls. Kind of something to pay attention to.
Then this is probably like the scariest chain in the stage.
Yeah, he took it a little bit slow there. You can actually jump almost immediately, but if you miss that chain, it's a death. You just go straight into the spikes.
Then the mech.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
It's our discount Gundam. I don't know.
So the mech is kind of tricky to maneuver, just the way that you do it. Before you go off the ledge, you want to let go and kind of have that momentum going off the ledge, because then you actually move faster. And I think this is the only place we see it in in low percent.
11%, yes.
Ooh.
This
Have
can
a
be a
look.
trick. This could be a tricky climb, actually.
Impossible climb.
Yeah.
Pizza guy, dude.
You're gonna get pizza right here. Here
Yo.
comes. Oh, no pizza.
Oh, no pizza today.
There's a little bit of RNG with those guys where they can throw their shield or whatever at you and it hits you in the face and you cry a little bit because you lose a second, but
Oh.
that's unfortunate.
Sure is.
So this is an interesting fight. He has to chain him here, and then he has like 3 or 4 frames where the chain can hit before he dives. Now, if he dives, he'll lose a lot of time. It's really fun, GDQs and races of this, actually. Like, people can get ahead or pull ahead and make up a lot of time. That's really good. Because if someone misses, you can start to really, really shed a lot of time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you start speedrunning this game, don't get discouraged if this boss takes you way too long to beat. Because that is not a very easy thing to do.
Always seems to be a trend with X games, with the first 2 Mavericks always being like the most ridiculous ones.
Yeah, it's
RNG boss.
This game is really, I guess, early reset heavy, though. As you get better, you don't really reset on Gator because you always get that.
More techs, heavy techs. It's just they love story apparently.
Again, same thing with YX3. You run it with a Japanese cart. There's text, and it's just quicker. I don't know what the time save is here, but
Yeah, and those little guys that teleport, they don't matter because it's low percent.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
there's actually a category nobody runs called 100%. I think, and you actually kill those guys, and then Zero, like, no spoilers, doesn't die at the end. I mean, he always dies, but
So surprising.
So here's one of like the few stages that have lots of vertical movement, whereas in X3 you see that a lot.
yeah, we didn't really talk about vertical movement and what makes it tough. So if you land on a ledge, it's actually quicker than kicking off a wall. You lose some time. And then also you see like a lot of double kicks. Like, it doesn't look like that's doing anything, but that gives you a little extra height to actually make some of these ledges. And this is a really neat climb when done right. Pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. And honestly, like, once you start to learn it, it's not too hard, but man, it feels great to like execute that climb cleanly in a run.
So here he comes in. The charge shot.
Yeah. So this is like the Stag method,
Yeah.
where you stay on the ground. There's 2 ways to fight Stag with the Buster. You can climb up with him and keep hitting him while you go up with him, or you can stay on the ground like Trog's doing.
And you got to be a little careful though, because if you go too high, he will climb, and he just did that. So. Yeah, there we
And
go.
that's what you want to see from Stag as well.
Yeah, so if he throws those fireballs, he actually resets his iframes really quickly, and you can sneak a few shots in there. So, like, overall, not very good RNG, because you can save a lot of time if he just keeps fireballing. It's insane, actually, how quickly the fight can go. Now, you never see that, but if you did, it would, it's surprising, and it's fast.
Now we go to the best stage in the whole game, right?
Oh man.
Morph Moth.
Oh, so this stage is like I think me and Trog have talked about this before. Like, this stage, you can have the cleanest stage in the world, and you're 4 seconds off gold. And then you have like a really not clean stage, and you get a 2-second gold. Like, there's just insane amounts of just random seemingly like lag everywhere. It's unbelievable. And it's really hard to see too. Like, right there, it lagged a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's not really that apparent, but it eats into the time.
Also, these mini bosses can be a complete
Oh,
troll
yeah.
sometimes. You can get one that just drops down immediately, or
Did he get the open nip?
Ooh.
no
Missed
nip
it.
today.
He gets one more chance.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're definitely big trolls and time wasters.
Nice hat.
Yeah, so this is terrible. If this happens, what's happening right now is it's pressing jump. So until he gets it off his head, he can't go anywhere. So it could do like a lot of different things. It press whatever button, but it pressed jump there so he can go down the ladder.
It's another lag-heavy section right here
Yeah.
that you have to be very careful of.
And this next section, like it's just all.
It's a very tough stage. Lag everywhere.
Is he gonna
Can't
get it?
do anything about it. Yeah, man, I believe.
Nope.
Nope.
You really don't want him to jump. You want him to just sit there and go back down, but.
So this fight is interesting because there's 2 parts to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got 2 phases. The first phase, it's different from any percent. You want to switch between Flame Burner and Charge Buster, sort of like a CFO kind of strat. So when you shoot him with the Charge Buster, his iframes last a little less compared to the Flame Burner.
And as you can see, this fight is just incredibly laggy. Like if you were to play this fight without lag, it would probably be like 10 seconds faster. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Lag City. So now here comes the second phase.
Easy, dude.
We just
Got
spam.
him. Got him.
That's it. Got him.
Got him, dude.
I never thought they were going to put like a butterfly moth looking character in an X game, and then this game came out.
Yeah, and all these bosses have like great Japanese names.
Oh my gosh.
What is this one, like Moth Minos Metaforces or something?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yo, Centipede. Yeah. he's got
Centipede
Yeah,
is
the
like
Centipede.
Hyaku-Ligger or something like that. You'll see it.
Only X2 and X3 have like the really, really obscure. Look at that.
Hyaku-Ligger.
Yaku-legger.
Yeah. Too bad next year we skip it though.
Yeah, because there's some great names in X. Isn't like Gravity Beat Boot or something like that?
Yeah, beep boot.
So yeah,
I think oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I think the most interesting thing about this stage and low percent is going to be the fight.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
I mean, there's that kick right there, which is
Yeah.
pretty swag, but
Everyone does it.
At least you don't have to do like a well-timed charge chain on this fight.
yeah,
You can just
yeah.
cheese and just throw silk shot at it.
yeah, in any percent, there's a strat where you have to like time a chain here, and it's pretty precise, but I don't know, you don't miss it too much. He kind of wants to avoid these things as he falls. Otherwise, a ton of lag happens here because
Yeah.
more of these blocks fall and they fall faster.
Definitely want to avoid that.
Here's this little mini boss right here.
Yeah, just kind of the same as any percent, except you just start off with a charge buster instead of a flame.
Yeah, and it's not as critical. In any percent, you actually have to get all the shots correctly,
Yeah.
otherwise you run out of ammo. But in this, he can't use
Yo.
charge burner to move. Oh, didn't get crushed. That's good. So, I mean, it could happen, right?
It can happen, yeah.
So this boss fight, we're looking for one particular pattern, and it's actually so critical that he will likely do nothing if we don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
he'll just sit here. Oh, we got it right away.
Oh.
So this is going to enable us to do a glitch where we slide down the wall, and now we have more potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at them. Yeah, this Maverick is definitely a troll if you do not get
yeah,
it.
Yeah, you
so
can-
the reason you want this is because if you don't get this and you shoot him, he teleports, and it takes 5 seconds, and it really drags on. So it's actually worth waiting,
And, like-
especially in low percent, to see if you get this, because it'll save you a ton of time.
And like sometimes when he teleports, so like teleport, and then just when you think he's just gonna stay, he just says, "Nope, I'm gonna teleport again."
Yeah, he can teleport multiple
Just-
times in a row.
Such a time waster for that one too.
I don't know how optimized the record is for low percent, but if it was optimized, like this is a reset point up, bad RNG, click, and we're like 15 minutes in the run or whatever. This stage has the best music.
Agreed.
The best music.
It's pretty good.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
Missed
there's
that chain.
There's those batons again from the first game.
So after like the next screen, Trog's gonna go for a little mini boss skip. And how it works is,
Yep, there he goes.
yeah,
That was nice.
how it works is if you cause enough lag in that hallway, the guy just doesn't spawn, right?
The one time we need lag in our game
Yeah.
to save us.
Yep. Yeah, and there's various ways you can do it. But yeah, so this is a interesting fight, I guess. I mean, it just looks silly because he's just gonna keep him out of his shell the entire time.
And play like soccer with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
Hopefully
we're doing.
get the good ending.
We're being
Get us the
bullies.
good ending.
Pretty much to stop hitting yourself with your shell. So.
You just kick the shell away from him. He's,
Yep.
He's just a snail out of his shell. It's kind of sad actually.
Can't do anything.
Did-
There you go.
Did you get it?
Aww.
It's all right.
One more try.
One more try. One more try.
Don't fail us, man.
Yeah, don't let us down.
I probably will.
Oh.
Dang.
Dang, dude.
Ostrich.
Yeah,
This is actually a really fun stage. The only
Yeah.
reason I play low percent too is because of this stage.
So what's different about it over any percent? Like,
Well,
what makes it fun?
You know how you grab right on the bike, grab the heart, then you the bike just goes immediately to the left. And you gotta let it go.
All right, yeah, you just ditched the bike. You get to keep it in this one.
Yeah, we get
Yeah.
to keep it.
Don't have to worry about dying to a wall spike.
Yeah, that
pretty
too.
much.
Yeah, the developers were cruel and they put a heart piece at the end. There's a wall of spikes and it's very
Precise
you
turn
gotta
you have to
spin
make.
around if you don't want to die. Otherwise, you just die and get it.
Or just Austin Powers it.
But in
all
this one,
day.
he's actually just going to drive the bike straight to the boss. Like, nope, I'll just stop right here, go through this guy, shoot this guy, whatever.
Boom.
Nice.
Then you just get the explosion on the other side of the screen for no reason.
Yep.
Throw a little swag mine there. I like it. Look at that mash. Holy
Oh
moly.
man.
Are you using a turbo controller?
Yeah, dude.
I know.
Jeez. So this boss fight is actually pretty interesting. When he reaches like the peak of his jump, his iframes actually reset. So what we're going to see here is we're going to see a dash lemon followed by him freezing him with the ice crystal. And then he'll actually hit him again at the end of this, and he actually doesn't freeze again. Then he'll get 2 hits right there, and right there he messed up a little. We'll see if he can recover it. So now it's hard.
There
I went
we go.
all,
Nice, we got it on the
all
final hit.
striker on him.
Yeah.
But see, he got the last hit there.
Yeah.
And so like it's a little tricky because you have to actually swap. You have to like shoot, swap, shoot. And it's just like it's timing, but it's not too bad.
Actually, I think this stage is the reason why that now the later in X games that you don't have to go to the middle of the ground to actually leave the
Oh, yeah,
stage
yeah,
because they decided to do an open stage
Ironically,
for this.
I think it probably saves time if you're higher up in altitude in this one. But I mean, there's no real way to
to know where you are.
to kind of get up high at the end of most stages. So you can actually land on top of Snail's shell and you're higher, but then like all of a sudden it loses its hitbox and you drop. Another stage with great music.
I like this music stage, to be honest. It gets reused in a later X game, so
Yeah, so the main thing you want to do in this section is get rid of the little sensor underneath the sub, because it causes tons of lag. Almost everything in this game causes lag. And back then, they used to just do Buster only on that sensor, and it took forever. But with this route, we have Sonic Slicer, so we can just get rid of it in 2 hits. And unfortunately, since we don't destroy the fish, this whole climb is like really laggy as well.
Yeah, that you could hear that fish still in the background.
Yeah.
that's Lagman X2. Jeez.
This is probably the
Lagman X2.
of all the 8 mavs, this guy is probably, from an RNG perspective, one of the biggest jerks. Like,
Yeah. It's pretty much just using the Wheel Gator weapon. It's just placing it in the right spot so that it just goes back and forth and gets hit from it.
Yeah,
And
but
they're
like,
like that,
in the
yeah.
beginning, he can do some jump stuff that like
Yeah.
really messes with you. And
He did really good, yeah.
That was a really good fight.
He's very clean.
And now the game starts.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
this was
Yep.
the easy part of the game, and now we're actually to the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talked about him dying, we weren't really talking about the 8 Mavs. We're talking about this portion and further. So
Yeah, the whole Sigma Fortress is rough.
I mean,
100%.
I wouldn't mind if he died a couple times because there's some pretty awesome music in Counter Hunter 1 and 2. I could listen to it all day, dude. I don't. Let's do it.
Let's see what we.
Music.
Everyone loves you. Nice.
And it's seemingly just tossing ice for no reason, but there's reasons for everything here.
Really good movement so far from Trog.
That double kick.
He actually wants that health. Like, usually you don't want to pick up health. In this stage, he wants that health. It's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Whatever.
Dr.
okay.
Claw, dude.
It didn't damage him. We're good. Okay, that
Oh,
sucks.
that kind of, yeah.
Good.
Don't
great-
worry, he's farming. Oh, well, that was nice. When you want drops, you don't get them. That's cool, though. So the reason he wants health is because this is the hardest boss fight in this category.
Good job, Dom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's let's do it. Come on.
Come on.
First try, let's go.
Oh, this kid. Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah. So he throws the ball and chain.
I mean, that
Just
thing.
goes-
Like, look at his health. It's half gone now.
Oh.
This is a really bad pattern for this.
Man!
That's all right. That's all right.
Look what you did, Dom.
It's all me.
Trog.
Everyone in the chat can blame Dom for this.
I watched him do it in the
Yeah.
practice room 10 times in a row.
You're the new me.
Oh, now he's jumping.
And it's really funny because in any percent, this is actually a joke of a fight, but turns out whenever you take everything away, it's difficult. Yeah, he's got him.
Yeah, nice fight.
There we go.
Yeah, he kind of got a little bit of a worse block pattern in the first one. You're still going to do the swag jump, right? Just for me? Just try once?
No.
Come on. Come
No.
on, man.
No.
Yeah, thanks, Dom. We'll just pretend that didn't happen, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No. All right, so we're gonna be heading to the next stage.
There's, this stage has a lot of interesting movement. At the end, and then I'll probably be quiet for it just so he can concentrate. There's something called elevator skip, and actually, you do it in 8% as well, but this one's a little bit trickier.
You don't have
because
dash boots.
Yeah, you don't have dash boots. So, well, not dash boots, but it's
Good
not
job.
over yet. All right, we're good. Maybe. All right, we're good.
Okay, nice.
So that moment is so critical because if you miss that, he would have had about 20 seconds to think about how bad he was.
Yeah.
Well, you have to wait so long for that thing to come back down. So this can be a tricky fight. So what he's looking for here is he wants Sergei's, after this first phase, to be in the middle because then he'll be able to kill him a lot quicker. Otherwise, he'll have to use mines.
Yeah, mines only do 1
Oh,
damage.
so now he's in the right spot. So this is actually good. He'll be able to slide off of these things and try to hit him. Like, but there's a lot of RNG here with where these balls shoot. or stop moving horizontally. Just give him a minute to concentrate here.
Got it.
job.
Nice.
Fight. But so like it's kind of a difficult fight because the horizontal movement of the balls is different, and so if it happens to end up at a position whenever you need to be shooting, suddenly you can't shoot, and then you get hit. And
Yeah, then having to do the mine, like, it's just
yeah,
even worse.
he didn't have to use the mine strat, so that's good because mines only do 1 damage. But
Yeah.
Striker's having a ball over here.
so this stage is pretty interesting.
It's all vertical jumping movements. And then,
No neons.
yeah.
No neons. I
no
think it's more
neons.
fun in an E%, but there's some interesting climbing here since he can't use neons to get an extra jump. He has to use that there.
And of course, we don't need the hidden capsule, so go bottom route.
Yep.
Take the damage boost and then use the ice
Nice
to create a
crystal.
platform. Nice.
I'm disappointed in you, Trogdor.
I know you are.
There's actually like a 2-frame jump there he could have gone for instead of taking a damage boost. So
And this boss, not so difficult.
so with the thing with the mines is you actually control if they go up or down by pressing up or down. So he's just gonna sit here and
Yeah,
hit
just-
him until he's done killing him. Easy boss. Easy
Yeah.
life, easy
Well-
game.
While dodging all the spikes. So, nice.
Little mini game of Tetris right there.
I know, right? They obviously were not good at Tetris.
No.
Yeah. And they couldn't make a line. I mean,
All right.
We're getting close. Getting close to the
So,
end.
guess we're going to the boss rush now.
Yep.
yeah. I suppose we have
So,
some time for donations
yeah.
here.
All right, I've got a donation from Original Mess who donates $60 saying, "We love you, Trogdor."
We love you, Trogdor!
I've also got a $50 donation from Earth who says, "The best gaming event of the summer always surprises with awesome skills, skips, and glitches. There are still awesome incentives to unlock, so keep the donations going."
Yeah, this is going to be just a whole lot, more of the same. There's not really a whole lot of interesting things here that we haven't talked about. He'll get a second chance at doing the ostrich fight correctly. I mean, maybe that's the most interesting
up,
thing.
Dom.
No, I'm saying maybe that's the most interesting thing we
Shut
can
up,
see.
Dom.
Right? And then he also gets a second chance at the snail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying.
We'll see if
fine,
it
you're
happens.
fine.
We'll see.
Got a $100 donation from Jimbo214 who says, "Been looking forward to the Mega Man and Mario Maker runs. Thanks to everyone donating and to everyone running the event."
Nice.
Twice.
Nice.
Twice
2
in
for
one
2.
run at a GDQ. That's
2 for
really
2.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's
Glad you
not an
didn't
easy
jinx
thing
it
to
this
do.
time.
Yeah.
This is why he's there.
Yeah. He's good. We get to go through all the RNG again. What
I
a
know.
great category.
Yeah. No overpowered stuff like Shoryuken.
Well, I guess this one's not as bad the second time through.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
And
him
we
in
cut,
half.
and we
Nice.
cut
So,
him in
like,
half.
If you use his weakness
Nice.
on him, he cuts in half. It's I don't know. He didn't
One
have
time.
to do that, but it's
One
cool.
time we get an animation, so
Yeah.
very nice.
Once again, the back-to-back RNG boss.
Come on, be
Centipede.
nice.
Yo.
Oh, what a throw! Look at that. So, I mean, that's. I wish I could get 2 runs in a row in any percent where he did that, let alone 1 run where it happens twice in a row.
Lucky Trogdor.
Sometimes lucky.
Sometimes.
Sometimes lucky. There we go. Nice. 2 for 2 for 2, it seems. Like, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, the only fight that's different is this
Oh,
one too.
yeah,
since
because now you have his
bubbles.
weakness.
Yeah.
So this fight becomes, I mean, jump shoot. Although you see he goes to the other side of Stag here, and that's because if he gets all the way to the wall, his iframes actually get longer. So you just like keep him in the middle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got a $60 donation from Rep Jarms, who says, "You guys at GDQ have built something amazing, adding to the common good through gaming. Here's a little bit to help keep it going."
Very nice.
Nice.
GG Carlos.
GG Carlos.
There's a good inside joke there. I think the Japanese name for him is Krablos or something
Yeah,
like
Krablos.
that.
Yes. We just call him Carlos.
Bubbly Krablos.
Now,
Funny that, he actually moved there. If you're apparently holding right while you're falling down, you can move. See, I didn't jinx him.
Dude, easy game.
I didn't jinx him
nice. Easy.
every time. See that, and it's such a pretty fight when it goes correctly. Like, that's a fun one to execute.
All right, Trog, don't fail us, man.
All right.
This
I
is it.
mean, I mean,
I'm gonna be disappointed if you don't hit it.
no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yo.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
It's okay.
So the reason he kind of struggled there at the end of the fight is he's trying to get the beach ball snail thing. If you actually get it to kind of bounce against the wall and bounce on top of you while it's exploding, it just sits there and bounces back and forth.
It's okay, Trog. We still love you.
He let us down. It's all right.
Yeah.
He's so confused by all this, it seems. By all this love. All right, so we go back.
Yeah, this is obviously a stage we've seen before, but this is also where the final bosses live.
Go fig.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a hole in the floor up here, and it'd be nice if we could have just skipped straight to that, right?
I know, right?
One day.
I mean,
Gamers, figured that out.
Yeah,
Figure it
yeah.
out, guys.
that is such a fun box kick. Like, it looks scary, and it's a little scary, but it's not too bad.
Sadly, no bro fist.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what happens when you do low percent.
Yo, another hard boss right here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, tough,
Yeah.
completely,
Yeah.
just miserably tough.
Just another potato,
although,
right?
although if you were, you know, as a kid, you may have thought that this was really hard because
Yeah.
you didn't know that this is how
Yeah.
you're supposed to do it.
Just jump and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, jump shoot, man.
It's whole
Hold
point.
right, you know. Sometimes left, but that's a little weird.
Yo, got
Good
him.
job, man.
Got him.
Got him. No problem.
So now he realizes that, oh, I'm not a bad person, and decides to break the floor for you.
Yeah.
Someone should find out how to break the floor so we can just skip the whole game. Just
Right.
straight to Centipede.
The true low percent category, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So here comes Wolverine.
This could be a tricky
It's our
fight.
next fight right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wolverine Sigma. This can be a tricky fight.
So yeah, both versions of the Charge Buster do 2 damage, which is why he's not going to use like Sonic Slicer or anything like that, because the Buster travels a lot faster.
Yeah, the Sonic Slicer is his weakness, but man, like unless you're right in his face, it takes forever to get there.
And also, whenever he does a new action, his iframes reset. Which is why he's like blinking, but you can still hit him for some reason.
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
So, I mean, he kind of needs a lot of HP. Well, he doesn't need it going into this last boss fight, but it's really nice that he didn't lose any.
Yeah.
So now we face the
Impossible boss.
The impossible
yeah,
boss.
the impossible boss.
You can kind of farm HP here during the boss fight, but this is definitely tough. And this boss actually has a lot more HP than other bosses.
Yeah. And what's funny is, like, Strike Chain is his weakness, and even with full ammo, it's not even enough to kill him.
Yeah, so see, he's actually farming that ammo. You can actually guarantee an ammo drop by freezing the monsters with crystal. So that's why you'll see him pull that out. And again, he wants the health too. He kind of needs a lot of health towards the end of this fight because of the way that the boss reacts.
Yo, nice.
Double big drops.
Yeah.
It's good RNG.
Sadly, this
You're getting
this
so
fight,
many drops, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that is a good thing. That is a good thing.
And unfortunately, because of the enemies, there is a little bit of lag in this fight, but he's almost close.
Dude.
Yeah,
There
so
you
this
go.
is it. So this is why you need HP. Like this is scary.
Time.
But there you go.
What was the time on that? Oh, man.
Oh man, the standing
You got a
ovation.
standing ovation, my dear. Nice.
So what was the time on that? Yeah. That's not
37,
bad.
33.
That's not bad at all.
Nice.
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
That was low percent.
Anything else, Trog?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's no fun. 37, 36, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
Really good time.
Yeah, so. Yep, there's not much to it. That was low percent with Trogdor. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was really nice. So.
Yeah. Almost deathless, man.
Almost
Until Dom
Dom ruined it,
God.
but
Dom,
what
good
can
job,
you do?
man.
What can you do? So.
All right, thank you once again, Trogdor, for that Mega Man X Mega Man X2 low percent run. This is Summer Games Done Quick, sponsored by Twitch. We got a $50 donation from T'Challa who says, so many more amazing Mega Man runs this year. Put this towards saving the animals. Also got a $55.40 donation from Cerberus226 who says, this is my first donation to GDQ. Thanks, Alice, for inspiring me to do so. Got a $50 donation from Leafy Tree who says, second time watching, first time donating. What you guys do is awesome. Keep up the good work.
Welcome back to, hello, we're on now. All right. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2016. I am Spike the Cheetah, and I am joined by Mr. Caleb Hart, 42. How you doing, man?
Excellent.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm so glad to be here once again, man.
It's always wonderful to have you here. You've had so many great GDQ runs over the years. Great to have you. Obviously, just did Mega Man X 300%. You've done so many now. You've been around for like 5 years in the community and GDQs. Do you have a particular moment that stands out to you that you were proud to be a part of? It's a lot. It's a lot of moments to go through.
Yeah.
For sure.
Honestly, the AGDQ 2012, the first race that I did with Tiki, the grandfather of Mega Man X, you know, that was just such a satisfying experience just to be there. My very first GDQ ever, and it's just kind of like I never knew something like this could exist. And then, you know, I'm racing, like my favorite game of all time with like one of my best friends, and it was just such a fun experience. And like during that whole race, we were so close. Like as
y'all
far
were
as
frame
time,
for frame before Tiki made an unfortunate menu error. But
unfortunately,
that's definitely a recommendation I make. If you guys want to find a good classic GDQ run, go watch Mega Man X 100% Caleb and Tiki HDQ 2012.
It was just funny because I was so scared that I was gonna do so terribly, but I ended up, you know, doing pretty well. But
how do you go from wide-eyed little Caleb Hart back then to all of a sudden you're this confident beast up here taking care of these games?
That's right, man. That's right.
Do you have an original inspiration for speedrunning? Just what got you into it?
Tiki.
Tiki was the guy.
I bet. Oh, say so.
Who was a young guy back in the day, like 13 years old, doing runs. Go ahead.
Basically, what ended up happening, like how I got into speedrunning was, I was a huge into Melee. Like a bunch of my friends played and everything like that. It's funny because like you see how speedrunning and Melee, like tech skill and everything like that. You know, it's like lab work and grinding and everything like that. They kind of like are very similar in that matter.
Sure.
And I saw Tiki's first Mega Man X 100%, and I was just kind of like, well, see you later, Melee. I'm gonna go play Mega Man X games fast, and that's pretty much like what I'm doing now. And you know, I kind of play a little bit of Smash like every once in a while, but I was hooked. I was like, this is what I was meant to do.
You were able to see the tech inside of a speed game.
Absolutely.
X games are absolutely that way.
Absolutely. It was, yeah.
I've got a couple of questions here from Twitter. Again, if you guys have any questions, make sure to tweet at us using the hashtag SGDQ2016. Why did you decide you wanted to do 100% in Mega Man X3?
100% for Mega Man X3. It's not only a longer category, but it's incredibly technical with like all the neons, and there's just a lot of just other incredibly hard strats. For example, like the elevator skip that I did. I kind of messed up on it, but it's like, it's just way more challenging. And you get like the golden armor. It's just, I think it's a better watch, to be honest.
It's a more satisfying experience at the end. You really feel like you played the whole game.
I like it.
It's, I think you said, I remember in your chat years ago, I asked you, I think there's like 70 neons you do or something?
Around there, yeah. They're all frame perfect tricks. So if you like lose one, you miss one, it's like, well, there goes a few seconds.
Yeah,
and that adds
add that up.
It's huge, man. But yeah, one of my favorite categories for any MMX game.
Yeah, it's definitely a very satisfying experience.
satisfying.
From Drika's here, what things does he work on most during practice? And we'll keep it to X300%. And how do you maintain a positive mindset?
Well, as far as practice goes, be like a Mega Man game, like there's a lot of movement involved. So what I like to practice a lot is like the overall movement, like, you know, like working on a particular section, it's kind of like, oh, I improved my time by like 10 frames or something like that.
Sure.
And it's just like minimizing your dash inputs and just being like consistent and clean and just having like overall really, really good movement. And like my positivity pretty much comes with like, hey, I can incorporate this into the run. Let's go, man. Like,
you know, slowly you're seeing that improvement,
absolutely.
whittling it down.
The
Absolutely.
PBs, they'll come, man. Just got to grind it out.
You really got to be a fan of that level of optimization to want to move, because it's unbelievably specific, being that good with the
been
movement.
around for about 5.5 years, so I got some experience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I want to talk to you a little bit about Mighty Number 9. You got the game famously a day early to show it on stream. What is your opinion? Obviously it came out to some mixed opinions, to say the least.
Well, Mighty Number 9.
Okay, I'm liking this.
Yeah. Savage, man.
Savage.
It was like a really fun kind of casual playthrough, but there really wasn't as much to offer as I would have liked. However, you know, we got a pretty decent route of the speed run within a few days, and that was pretty cool because like the overall movement of Mighty Number 9, it was like pretty much built for speedrunners because you have like infinite dash and you have like fast falls and stuff like that, and it's really, really cool, like cool kind of weapon swap tech and everything. And there's some like decent recent glitches and stuff like that, but it's all right. It's all right.
Dude, I love how brutally honest Caleb's being with us. Right? You very easily can be like, nah, it's great. I love it.
I can't sit here and tell a lie and think that it's like the greatest game ever, but let's be honest here.
Sure. But it looks like a cool speed game. So
it is a really cool speed game.
Might be cool to see in the future. And the last thing I want to say is to remind you guys that coming up, we have on November 11th through the 13th, both Caleb Hart and myself, Spike Machida, we're going to be at Smash the Record, a great event combining speedrunning and Smash. It'll be going on in Kissimmee, Florida. And you guys should go to smashtherecord.com and submit your own runs if you can be there. It's going to be a ton of fun. With that, Caleb Hart, 42. Always a pleasure, my friend. Great to have you, man. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to knock any of the stuff over, and we're going to send it back over. Bam! The core. No, and we're going to send it back over for Mega Man ZX Advent.
Should be a pretty good run. Stay tuned for that. All right.
All right, thank you, Spike and Caleb, for that great interview. We're just wrapping up some setup here for Mega Man ZX Advent.
Yeah,
We've got a $30 donation from Luke of the Tari who says, my wife and I couldn't agree whether to save or kill, but we all know kill is the right choice. So this goes to Mario instead.
Way better. With the year and a half, the year and a half it was delayed. Come on.
Yeah.
And
the demo stage was it not touched? The demo stage, whatever the commando style boss, his Magna stage.
Battalion.
Yeah, battalion. Okay.
The stage doesn't seem to have been touched.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating.
I know. It's kind of like, come on.
We have an anonymous $1,000 donation. It says, let's hit these incentive targets. Thank you very much for that very generous donation.
Dude, your X3 run was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's good.
I made some mistakes, but I think I recovered pretty well. It was fun.
But what's disappointing is that he's a better character in Gumball than you is.
Yeah, I know.
Just straight up, he's a better character in Gumball.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got a $20 donation from Glad who says, almost done with my PhD and rewarding myself with a Wii U and Super Mario Maker. Would love to see that bonus level. Once again, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2016, sponsored by Twitch. Summer Games Done Quick is set up to help out Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders supports people who cannot otherwise access healthcare by employing specialized medical and logistical help or running longer-term projects designed to tackle health crises. At any time, some 30,000 doctors, nurses, midwives, water and sanitation experts, and many others representing dozens of nationalities can